Welcome back to Crimson Confessions. Tonight, we bring you a story that defies belief. A sinister tale of exploitation, deception, and unthinkable brutality. This is the story of Marius Gustavson, a man whose gruesome underground operation has left the world in shock and disbelief. Marius Gustavson, a 46-year-old Norwegian national living in England, was no stranger to controversy. Known within certain online communities as the Eunuch Maker, Gustavson ran an illegal operation that catered to those seeking extreme body modifications. His services included castrations, penectomies, and other amputations, all performed in non-sterile, makeshift environments. What makes this case particularly horrifying is not just the nature of the procedures, but the way Gustavson marketed his operation. He built an online following of approximately 20,000 paying subscribers, some of whom watched live streams of his surgeries. These broadcasts weren't just about satisfying the morbid curiosity of viewers. They were a lucrative business. Over 4 years, Gustavson reportedly profited nearly £300,000 from his grotesque enterprise. But how did he gain the trust of his victims? Gustavson preyed on vulnerable individuals, many struggling with body dysmorphia or seeking a sense of belonging in niche online communities. He portrayed himself as a savior, someone willing to help them achieve their desired transformations when no one else would. But there was no medical license, no legitimate training, and no concern for safety. The operations took place in places like hotel rooms or rented properties, with crude tools and a complete disregard for hygiene. Victims were often left with severe complications, infections, and permanent damage. But for Gustavson, the physical pain inflicted on his clients was only part of the horror. In a shocking twist, it was revealed during the trial that Gustavson engaged in acts of cannibalism. Reports detailed how he prepared human testicles as food, sometimes sharing these gruesome meals with accomplices. Investigators also discovered that Gustavson kept body parts as trophies, further emphasizing the depravity of his actions. The horrors didn't stop there. Gustavson's operation extended beyond bodily harm to the exploitation of minors. Police uncovered child pornography on his devices, adding another layer of darkness to an already horrifying case. In 2024, the long arm of the law finally caught up with Gustavson. He was convicted on multiple charges, including grievous bodily harm, possession and distribution of child pornography, and possession of criminal property. The trial painted a damning picture of a man who not only exploited his victims but profited from their pain and suffering. During sentencing, the judge emphasized the predatory nature of Gustavson's actions, stating that his so-called consensual procedures were conducted under false pretenses and with no regard for human life. Despite his attorney's arguments that his actions were intended to help individuals struggling with body identity issues, the court found him guilty on all counts. In 2025, Gustavson's appeal was denied, cementing his life sentence. Justice, though delayed, had finally been served. But the scars of this case extend far beyond Gustavson's victims. It serves as a grim reminder of how predators can exploit online communities to find and manipulate their targets. It underscores the dangers of unchecked online spaces and the lengths some will go to satisfy their twisted desires. The story of Marius Gustavson is one of human vulnerability exploited by greed and depravity. It is a cautionary tale for anyone seeking help in unregulated spaces and a call to action for authorities to monitor and intervene in such dark corners of the internet. Thank you for joining us tonight on Crimson Confessions. If this story gripped you, please like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps us uncover more chilling tales that need to be told. Stay vigilant, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.